I have the worst experience with men. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Here's the thing, I was gonna post a vlog for you guys today, and then I was like, I didn't have enough footage for the vlog, so I was like, we're gonna do a story time about my psychotic ex-boyfriend, who was a literal psychopath. Where do I even start this fucking story? Well, we met on Tinder. Here's the thing. Tinder's a terrible fucking place to meet people. And I will tell you that for a fact. So, met this guy on Tinder, right? He seemed like a chill, nice guy, you know, like we were like snapping back and forth. We would talk on the phone, we'd FaceTime. He seemed fine. Like nothing about him seemed crazy. I also would like to note that at the time I met him, I was still getting my mental health back on track. So the signs probably were there and I probably ignored every single one of them. Love that for me. So we go on our first date. Here's the thing, he wasn't the cutest guy in the world, but the thing was, I thought he had a really cool personality, because personality overlooks any day. Here's the thing, I've dated the drop dead gorgeous guys, okay? And they're all pricks. All right, so then I thought, hey, let me date a guy that just has a really good personality. And what does he do? He turns out to be fucking psychotic. So I just can't win, you know, but it's fine. We went to one of my favorite restaurants on the date. It was super fucking great. This is where things got a little weird at first, is that he was like, I want you to come back to my house and meet my dad. And I was like, I mean, okay, but this is like the first date, you know? Like, I drive there and I meet his dad. Super nice guy. He's a super nice guy. Here's the thing. This guy was super fucking nice, okay? Like, he really was nice. He just very much needed to be in control of everything. And that doesn't clash well with me because I'm good on my fucking own. So like someone coming in and trying to like control everything, I'm like, no, I do shit the way I want to do it. If you don't like it, don't date me. I understand there has to be compromise in certain things, okay? But when I really get into the shit, there's no compromising on my privacy. Like, give me my fucking moment. Like, if I'm dating someone, especially in the beginning of a relationship, I don't think I should have to fucking like, have to tell them everything right up front. Like, I feel like, you know, as time goes on and we get to know each other, the more in depth we get and get to know each other more, you know what I mean? Like, it should flow. It shouldn't just be like, okay, let's just open up the can of fucking worms right now. Cause also, if I just met you and I'm just getting to know you and we're going on a couple of dates, like that is one thing. You know what I mean? It's a whole other situation when you're trying to like move this super fast, you know? And I also told him from the moment I started talking to him, I was like,
Listen, I was in a really weird situation with this guy before, like where I got my heart completely shattered. Like, I'm not ready to just like jump into anything. Like, really, I'm looking for more of you to be my friend, and then we can just see where things go, you know?
then I like drove home and he lived like an hour and a half away from me. So I made a whole fucking road trip up there to see him. So that was like a weird vibe, you know, but we kept talking. I kind of started to like him a little bit. I don't know, I couldn't really read him. I couldn't read him very well. It was like a really weird situation. Also, as much as I hate to be this fucking bitch, I think also in my head, I thought like, okay, if I date someone, then maybe I'll get over the person that I was so in love with, you know? And that's not good either. So I do play that part in this a little bit. So anyways, I was working at this tanning salon at the time, which fuck that place. I will make a whole video about that eventually. That was a fucking shit show. I remember I got off work and I went up to go see him, and I had been working, I'd gotten off around like 2 p.m. and so I drove up to go see him because I worked in like the middle of like my house and then his. So I drive up and I think we went out to dinner or something. It was like cute, whatever. And like when I was talking to him, I just realized like, oh my God, we do not clash. Like we do do not clash at all. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna give this a shot a little bit, I guess. Like, I'm just gonna give this a little bit of like a chance. And we come back to his house. I did not know that I was about to meet his mom and his sister. Keep in mind, guys, I basically have met his entire immediate family and we're not even officially dating. It was so weird. Not that it's weird, it was just very fast paced, you know? Like, I wasn't ready to just like jump into something, you know? I ended up spending the night because I had the day off the next day, so like we were gonna hang out and like whatever. And so that night, it was really fucking weird. Every time I was on my phone, he was like looking at what I was doing on my phone, which was really like uncomfortable for me. So I kind of mentioned that to him. I was like, why are you like looking at, and he's like, oh, well, I've been cheated on before in my last relationship. And I'm like, oh, great. So have I. I understand, but I think it comes to a point where like you kind of have to move past it. Like you really do. Like I understand trust issues. Trust me, I get it. But like my peace of mind came when I realized, okay, you know what? Not everyone that I'm talking to or that I date is gonna do this to me. You know, like you just have to let it fucking go if you want a healthy relationship. That's what I've realized. Like you gotta have a blank slate. Like all of this baggage that you're holding on to, you gotta leave that shit in baggage claim, you know? Like, which yes, I know it's easier said than done. Trust me, I fucking know. I lived it, all right? But that night was just really weird, like, and I noticed he was very much like needing my undivided attention, which I don't do well with. And that's like a flaw of mine, like I guess in a relationship where like, I don't have to talk to that person constantly throughout the day to like feel sane. I'm able to say good morning and good night and be fine. Like that does not bother me whatsoever. But this guy, we'll name him Chad. Why not name him fucking Chad? Chad was all about some damn attention from me. And I was like, fuck. So then this was weird as fuck. So he posted a pic of us on Snapchat, right? Like on his Snapchat story. And so someone slid up on his Snapchat story and was like, he's too pretty for you. He'll definitely cheat on you. Or he looks like the type that would cheat on you. And so then he tells me that and then shows me it. And I'm like, what? Like, why are you even gonna show me that? If you're already thinking that I'm gonna cheat on you, then why are you even investing your time into me? You know what I'm saying? Like, make it make fucking sense, Chad. So we go to sleep that night, right? And we wake up and my phone had 0 notifications, which was weird as fuck because I know for a fact I had plenty of people's Twitter notifications on and Instagram notifications. Plus, I also get a lot of spam emails, as many people do, so I knew those would be popping up, right? Nothing was there. And I was like, this is so fucking weird, you know? And so I go into my text messages and one of my besties had texted me and it was opened. And I knew I didn't open that shit. Like I knew for a fact I didn't open that. So then we do whatever during the day. I think we like went shopping or some shit. And then I go home. And as I'm driving home, I'm on the phone with him and he said something really fucking weird that like made me know that he knew my location. And I was like, okay guys, so I remember exactly what this bitch said to me. So I said that I was hungry and he told me that this like certain restaurant that like he knew I loved, he was like, oh, well, it's like 0.5 miles away from you right now. And I was like, hold the fucking steering wheel. How the fuck do you know where I'm at, bitch? Like, it was so fucking weird. Like, who does that? I get home, and I go to text him, like, good night or some shit, and I realize that my location was turned on in my text messages. I know I didn't do that. I don't even fucking do that with my friends, okay? Like, so I knew that shit was, like, weird. Like, obviously I share a lot of my life on the internet and shit, but, like, that's, like, breaching privacy. Like, what the fuck? Like, you went into my phone and then put basically a tracker on me. at this point, it just felt so possessive and I didn't like it. I felt like he was my fucking parent and I was a child being like, oh, like, blah, like leave me alone. So I go hang out with my girly and I'm telling her everything that I'm feeling and she's like, dude, that seems really fucking weird. Like, you need to get out of that. And I was like, I'm not very good with confrontation. I'm not good with confrontation at all. So like breaking up with someone because he labeled our relationship as dating, I didn't see him as my boyfriend, but whatever. But like, I guess breaking up with someone, like I've never done that. Like, and I didn't really plan to do it, you know? Also, he had such a weird thing with me following like hot guys on Instagram. And I was like, dude, if you think I'm gonna unfollow Harry Styles for you, no. Try again, cause that ain't happening. Like, who is that possessive? It's so fucking weird. And here's the thing, like, I understand people are against weed. Like, that's fine. Like, whatever, you know? And I'm not gonna, like, not date someone because of that. But, like, he acted like that if I did it, I was like the devil. And like, I'm not gonna feel that way. Like, it's a fucking plant, for God's sake. It grows in the fucking ground. If it was such a drug, it wouldn't be legalized in certain states. You know what I mean? So it's like, get off your high horse and just like pipe the fuck down. Me and my friends call this the infamous breakup text. So I'm at work and I just had the sudden urge to be like, I need to break up with him. So I text out this long ass paragraph and I was trying to be nice as fuck. And I also was telling him how I was moving to LA, which was not really true at the time, but now it's actually true. I was trying to be as nice as possible. And the text back was like, oh, that sucks. Thanks for telling me. Are you sure there's nothing that we could do to make this work? And I was like, dude, did you read the text? Like, the text basically says, like, I don't want to date you, you know? And like, after that, you would think like he would just not talk to me anymore, right? And suddenly it became like every couple of days, are you sure you don't want to get back together? Are you sure you don't want? And I'm like, dude, stop! Like, I don't want to date your ass. I started getting angry and like really fucking annoyed because it's like every picture I posted on Snapchat, like on my Snapchat story, it was like sliding up being like, oh, you're still so cute. Like, ugh. It was fucking annoying. So I eventually just had to unfollow him on everything and just unadd him and just, you know, cleanse my soul from his existence. So that's the story time for you guys of my psycho ex-boyfriend. Unfortunately, I have a lot of shitty stories about men. I should make that video because there's a lot. All right. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Check out all my social medias. They will be linked down below. Remember, be safe, be smart, treat people with kindness. As the king, the icon, the legend Harry Styles would say. I love you, and I will see you guys in Saturday's video. Bye, guys.